This week,
a teacher's cycling endeavors.
Labor shortages plague the school.
Clubs work hard to raise funds.
And a public service announcement, all here on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Riley Cramlish.
And I'm Evan Vaslow. While many teachers fulfill their love for sports by coaching, English teacher Dr. Brianne Campbell took her passion for cycling the extra mile, working to get girls across the state involved in biking. Online editor-in-chief Caden Roth and social media manager Brooks Liva bring you the story.
Everyone has something they're passionate about, but for Brianne Campbell, she spent the last 3 years developing her own, cycling. From helping students join our very own cycling club here at Millard West to getting involved with organizations outside of the building, Dr. Campbell has set out to leave her mark on the Nebraska cycling community.
About 3 years ago, just started mountain biking myself, and then kind of came into that coaching role just by wanting to help.
Her impact on the club shows in the members and their work ethic towards the team and sport.
It's nice to have girl coaches working with the girls, as well as guy coaches working with the guys, and the girls and guys working together, because then it just feels like a more inclusive program.
Dr. Campbell is extremely involved in cycling within Millard West. She works with each member of the team, no matter their age, gender, or amount of experience, and encourages students who enjoy the sport to participate in practice even if they don't plan to race at meets. Those students are still provided with the same energy and attention from their coach, in the hopes that they are able to have a comfortable place to form bonds through their interest in cycling.
She's done a great job bringing in female riders, which has always been a struggle for me as a male coach to get female riders excited, because it's different. And she's done a great job of getting some more of those on board, more female riders, getting them excited, working with them on a different level.
Being a coach for the cycling team is time-consuming and requires a lot of dedication. This, however, doesn't stop Dr. Campbell from being involved in the Nebraska Interscholastic Cycling League, where she focuses on finding more ways to get girls from the community involved in cycling. In fact, the hard work she has put in as the GRIT, Girls Riding Together, coordinator, has proven to pay off, as Dr. Campbell was recently announced as the new league director. GRIT is a girls' cycling program which promotes empowerment to female student athletes to make their mark on and off the bike.
I got involved with Girls Inc. As part of the Nebraska Interscholastic Cycling League. I'm the GRIT coordinator, which stands for Girls Riding Together, and so that program within the league supports all the female identifying riders in the state, and a little bit into Iowa as well. And so we had the fitness and program director from Girls Inc. was interested in starting a cycling team with Girls Inc. And so that's sort of was my role in helping them establish that team and supporting them through the whole process.
The future of girls cycling in Nebraska looks brighter with Dr. Campbell at the helm. As she takes on this new role, we can expect to see her continued effort to improve and diversify the Millard West Cycling Club and girls cycling throughout all of Nebraska. This has been Caden Roth and Brooks Liva reporting for the MWHS Wildcat News.
As businesses across the country have been struggling with labor shortages, Millard West has been hit particularly hard. Substitute teachers, custodians, and food service workers have been especially hard to find. Online editor Annabelle Harshbarger and staff reporter Genevieve Carter talked to those who have been impacted the most by these shortages.
Since the 2020 pandemic, labor shortages have been an issue across the United States. According to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, there were 8.1 million job openings in the end of March of 2020, reaching a record high for the United States. This year, Millard West has faced its own understaffing with substitute teachers, custodians, and food service workers.
We're seeing that a lot of people are retiring, and we're not seeing enough people coming to us from education. In other areas, the labor impact has been on our paraprofessionals and also our food service staff and some custodial.
The lack of substitutes has made it difficult for teachers to find coverage in their classes. Without substitutes, teachers are having to give up their planned periods to cover for their colleagues.
Regular subs, when COVID hit, decided not to sub anymore. And they were some of our veteran teachers that had retired. They decided not to come back. And I guess, there's just a shortage of teachers everywhere.
The shortage has added responsibilities to both custodial and food service staff. The faculty is working harder than ever to make up for the open positions. This lack of food service workers has caused the Cat's Den to be closed.
It has affected us a lot because we've been now, for us here at West, a month and a half without 2 positions. So, and then whenever somebody gets sick, it's worse. So it makes 3 positions or 4 that we have to, night custodians, try to clean everything up for the next day.
As the teachers, custodians, and food service workers continue to work with a limited staff, it is important for students to make sure they are being respectful and patient. This has been Genevieve Carter
and Annabelle Harshbarger
for the MWHS Wildcat News.
Band, choir, Key Club, and Spanish Honor Society have been taking part in some unique fundraising opportunities. Social media manager Brooke Sliva and sports director Camille O'Neill go into more detail.
As productions at Millard West are beginning to take shape, the Millard West Show Choir and Band find unique ways to raise money for their departments.
Fundraising, selling cookie dough and other merchandise to people in show choir and their families, because right now we kind of need a little bit of money for the department in order to host competitions, go to competitions, travel to other schools.
The Millard West Band is holding their annual mattress fundraiser. You can order a mattress online to help out the band department. Pickup is on Sunday, November 14th.
Well, this year the money is being used to go towards our trip to Florida this year. We're traveling in December. But for mattresses that are bought from students who aren't going to Florida, that goes to the general band budget.
Although fundraising is a great way to make money for your department to be successful, sometimes fundraising is more than that. The Key Club and Spanish Honor Society are partnering to sell Pulsera bracelets. All the money raised goes back to students in Nicaragua. Club members have a table set up in the commons, and they are selling them during QT and lunch.
I've worked with them before. They're very, very easy to work with. Essentially, you just submit an inquiry, and then from there, they pretty much respond within a day or so, because they are eager for people to sell these bracelets for them, and they hook us up with, they ask how much do we want to sell, what time frame do we want to sell, and they ship them in the mail, and then we ship them back once we're done.
These groups of Millard West students would greatly appreciate your support and donations. To learn more on how to help out these departments and students in Nicaragua, check the daily announcements. This has been Camille O'Neill
And Brooke Sliva
reporting for the MWHS Wildcat News.
And now a quick public service announcement about safe driving.
Lately, bad driving has been a problem at Millard West. With close calls, bad parking, and accidents, something needs to change.
According to a study done in 2021, Omaha drivers are among the worst in the country, and teens contribute to those states that doesn't require driver's. According to the CDC, teens aged 16 to 19 are the age group most at risk when it comes to driving.
In 2019, 2,400 kids aged 13 to 19 died in motor vehicle accidents. The number one reason for accidents in teens is distracted driving. So to be a safe driver, stay off your phone, go the speed limit, buckle up, and be aware of your surroundings.
Every year, the National Scholastic Press Association awards Pacemaker Awards to the top publications in the nation. The MWHS Wildcat News was one of only 5 broadcast programs in the country to win one this year, becoming the first ever school from Nebraska to receive a broadcasting pacemaker. The Catalyst also received a newspaper pacemaker, one of 29 in the country. That's all for this week. For more news, check out our social media and website. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Riley Kramlish
and Evan Vaslow. Have a wonderful Wildcat weekend.